Hi guys, so for today's reading, we are going to be looking at how do others view you? And we have 3 piles today. Pile 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile that you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp or a donation, or hit that little super thanks button. All those things help me out so much, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you who does that. Thank you so much. Let's get started with pile 1. Pile 1. How do others view you? Some might view you as a gambler, but they may also view you as somebody who's very lucky when you do gamble. When you take risks or chances, they tend to pay off in some sort of way. They may view you as an artist as well, maybe even a little bit impulsive. Some of you might actually have bipolar for a few of you as well. You could be somebody who likes watching things like serial killer documentaries. You could be somebody who really is very interested in sex, death, taxes, things like that. Strange, weird, abnormal things. There used to be a show. I can't remember that show right now, what the name of it was. Freak Show. You might have been somebody who actually watched that show. People may even view you as somebody who went from very plain to very strange looking in some sort of way. You might have changed your appearance in some sort of way. Maybe became a little bit more bold or daring. Maybe you are somebody who is willing to take the risk on something that doesn't seem like it would be your normal thing or something like that. Maybe even willing to take a risk on people that other people might not look twice at for some of you. Somebody who can get along with a lot of different types of people as well. And somebody who is very good at regenerating, coming back to life after things have happened, transforming, changing, going with the flow, adapting. You're good with flexibility and things like that. At the same time, you're definitely not a shallow person. Some people may view you as a shallow person, but I think that's because they're shallow and they haven't gotten to know you. People view you as a very bountiful, abundant person, a very caring, loving person, an honest person with a lot of integrity, somebody who is very committed when you're in a situation. People may even know about a third-party situation that may have occurred with you as well. There could be talk of that in your community. You're somebody who networks a lot. You may be very busy as well. You may be here, there, and everywhere, interacting with anyone and everyone. You're also somebody very creative. You may have some very big gifts when it comes to art or creativity in some sort of way. You're somebody who learns from the obstacles and challenges that you go through. You're also somebody who can be very messy, get down and dirty, and work hard, but at the same time, you're somebody who can dress up and look nice and go out to a nice restaurant, that kind of thing. You may also be somebody that you don't care what type of background somebody has or what type of background you have, or if it's going to be a problem. You know that if you work together, you can face anything when it comes to relationships with you. But I feel like there have been people who have not felt that same way as well. There may even be people who miss you now because they know your value, but they didn't know it when they were there. You're somebody that's not going to accept less than what you're worth. As well, especially if you have like a business or if you have your arts and crafts that you sell or something along those lines. You know how much work went into it, and you're not willing to accept less than what you are asking for it. Everyone else gets a fair day's wages, and you want a fair day's wages for your work too. You could also be somebody who might be very focused on your stability and financial abundance as well, or you may have recently achieved that kind of success in your life. It may be through a creative outlet of some sort, or you might have turned your hobby into a business or something along those lines. A lot of people may know your name or who you are, what you do, things like that. People definitely view you to be very unique as well and very different from the crowd. Somebody who definitely stands out. You're very mysterious too. Some people definitely know about your spirituality as well. Some of them may think about it in a darker way, but for the majority of them, they just feel like it's a very mysterious thing. They really don't know much about it. Some of them would really like to ask you about the things that you're involved in or interested in as well, because they'd like to learn more about it. Some of them could think that you're a very good teacher as well, if you're a teacher, and that your students really enjoy what you have to teach. And the way that you go about it, you're very creative with whatever it is that you do. You're very caretaking as well, very loving, giving, generous, kind, down to earth, grounded, stable, and solid. Definitely somebody that people would like to have in their corner. So that's what I have for you guys. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys thought about it, whether or not it resonated, whether or not people are seeing you as you. And if you guys could like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a timestamp, donate, or hit the little super thanks button. If you did enjoy this, all those things are very helpful to me, and I truly appreciate each of you for supporting me on my path, as I'm here to support you on yours. Thank you so much for that, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. For you guys, let's see how people view you. Creative, artistic, good with children, the honor system. You're somebody who uses the honor system. You may use a reward system when it comes to taking care of children. You could use the honor system when it comes to people or situations or connections that you get into. You're willing to give the trust until the trust is broken. And then it's very hard to earn that trust back again. Some people may take your kindness for weakness, but it is definitely not a sign of weakness. You're somebody very mysterious, very emotional, very passionate as well. And at the same time, you may be somebody that has dealt with a lot of people who have hidden things from you because they were on the honor system as well. Peace. Follow me. Leo. So Scorpio, Leo. Very fiery, very passionate, a leader, very courageous, maybe a little prideful or egoic for some of you as well. Maybe a little cold sometimes. People might think that you're a little bit cold sometimes, but I feel like that's just because you will cut people off if you need to. You may also sometimes have some very harsh words to speak to people that hit right at the heart of the matter, and they're very honest. And then with the follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night. And if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me singing. So in that song it says something about, I know you got a ring, but you don't care, and you're not looking guilty. I'm well aware. You're not ashamed. Baby, I don't care. I don't know. All that kind of stuff. So some people may be viewing you as somebody who may have been married and with somebody else, or somebody that has been with a married person, and this married person may have actually lied to you, if that's the case, about whether or not they were married. You didn't know if that's the case, or they didn't know. Peace, maybe even peace after something like that happened in a marriage for some of you as well. You're a very peaceful person. People see you as a very peaceful person. Yeah, somebody definitely lied to you, broke your heart, things like that. And you definitely showed them that you did not need them. You have a lot of self-respect, a lot of self-worth, a lot of value. You're perfectly stable, strong, and fine on your own. So if people are going to screw around with you like that, you will walk away, even if your heart is broken, because you know that your heart will heal, but you're going to do what you feel is right. You're on your own honor system, and you do expect people to live up to the honor system that you give them, or the trust that you give them with that honor system. And when they don't, you are definitely capable of moving away and being on your own. Some people may view you as feeling like you're not good enough in some sort of way for a partner who actually wants to be committed to you. Possibly even because of something that happened in the past, and they're hoping that you heal this part inside of yourself that makes you feel that way. Or they're viewing you as having overcome that already and gained that self-esteem and that self-worth, come back to life, bringing a relationship back to life. So people could definitely view you as secretly bringing a relationship back to life, or something along those lines, or maybe even just having a reconciliation in general. People view you as well as bringing life to the world around you. They also view you as somebody who has a very deep beauty inside of you. It's not all about looks for you, whether it's another person or yourself. Everything is not all about looks for you. It's about what's on the inside. So you actually look at people's insides instead of their outsides, and vice versa. When it comes to other people dealing with you, even if you look good outside, that's not your best traits. Your best traits are found within you. So that's what I got for you guys. They also view you as very intelligent as well. So even if people are lying to you, you generally tend to know about it, even if it's not right away. So if this resonates, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that little super thanks button, leave a donation or a timestamp. All those things help me out so much, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you who supports me as I'm here to support you guys. Thank you so much for doing that. And I really hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. So pile 3 for you guys. Let's see how others view you. We have SOS, need help, come quick. They actually came. So if people are in trouble and need help, you show up. And also it could be that maybe you've had a lot of people never show up for you. So somebody could actually be viewing you right now as feeling very surprised that people are actually showing up for you because they maybe haven't in the past. Or vice versa, it could be that when people call you, you show up. The toxicity of our city. Eating seeds is a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, of our city. You, what do you own the world? How do you own disorder, disorder? What are you thinking? 1,000 miles away, always. Try living with it. Some people could think that you have ADHD possibly, or that you're always constantly overthinking situations. You may be side-eyeing people on a regular basis, a little bit suspicious of people. Don't look back now, one step at a time. Keep moving forward. So you have moved away from something that was not very good for you or not very healthy for you. Something that you may have even needed help to get out of. People are viewing you as not looking back anymore, at moving forward, and at leaving behind the things that do not serve you in your life. And they also may view you as leaving behind a overthinking mentality as well, if you've already left that behind. Could be that your mind is just always very busy as well. Fear, anxiety. Things like that. You've definitely been through a lot, but even though you've been through a lot, you still have a lot of hope as well. And you continue to work towards your goals, towards your path, on this path that you're on. You continually inspire yourself to keep going, even when times are tough and even when it seems like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and dragging you down. They definitely see you as somebody that is very involved in self-care, in reflection on the past, and really allowing yourself to come to peace and come to terms with what has happened and being able to move forward. They see you as somebody very balanced between your masculine and feminine energy, very balanced between your light and shadow self, also very instinctual, intuitive, very knowing and wise. You know a lot of people's motives. With very little information, you know what people are about when it comes to dealing with people. And a lot of times that may be where some of that anxious energy comes from as well, is feeling like you know what's going to happen before it happens, because a lot of times you do. And you definitely pick up on a lot of red flags as well when they're present. People also feel like you're a very fertile, sexual, passionate creature. You may have actually been through sexual abuse yourself as well, and that could be why you're on edge. You might be a little bit hyper vigilant. You may be somebody who's very in touch with your instincts and your intuition, because you have learned through past lessons the hard way to pay attention to those things. And even though you've had a very rocky and rough past, and you may have dealt with a lot of anxiety and maybe even a lot of PTSD or triggers that you had going on, you are at peace at this moment, because you have been putting a lot of time, energy, and effort into self-care, self-love, and reflection on the past, really working things out and how things can be better for you going forward. You're at peace with the way things are now, even if you weren't in the past. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to know whether or not this resonated with you. If you did enjoy it, remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a timestamp, a donation, or hit that little super thanks button. Each and every one of those things really does support me in more ways than you guys know, and it really helps me out a lot. So I truly appreciate each and every one of you who takes the time to do those things to show your support for me, as I'm here to support you on your path. Thank you so much for that. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.